How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-freak. Commando. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice, or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your...
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection.
Ha! Natural selection is all about...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Tap hard. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
There we go. Yo. Probably. I've said all these things. So I have to say them again. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hey, I'm J-Man Weird. You're watching the Afternoon Drive with J-Man Weird right here on Take20 D&D. It is September the 12th, 2022. And I said a bunch of stuff earlier, and you never heard it, so... Which is probably for the best. Okay, time to sort out. Neato. I like blowing stuff up. Get out of the pump hub, baby. Now, here's the one thing I don't like. I would rather be able to aim. So I'm going to switch. I don't want to be able to... I don't know if I like that or not. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to options. Let's go to settings again. All right, movement. Gun. Hmm. Okay, I guess I'm going to be trying to run and gun with the same... Well, wait a minute. What if I just changed where the gun goes? Mm-hmm. Combat shoot. There. That's better. I'm just making the assumption there's nothing around here. They're streaming, yeah. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage. I'm not gonna do cool attacks. That's for sure. Okay. Allow you to raise one of your attributes by 10. Skills in the Woofu Perks menu. Okay. I like how they asked me if I wanted to scrap it instead of just scrapping it. Now we're going to go into our Woofu menu. So, character level up.
As long as you're happy about it.
Alright. We're going to upgrade close combat. Alright, okay. Boom, boom, boom. So square, square, triangle. So fifth shivers, just squares. X and square, divine drop. X, circle, unstoppable rat. Let's see. Oh, slidey snake. Okay, Wicked Wolf. I'll get it. It's not that a door they want to examine. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. So we can do it all night.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
I got a crowbar, baby. We want a crowbar.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Nice.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Oh, you died. Restart last checkpoint. Don't jump in the sludge. Don't jump in the sludge. You die. You die, dude. Hey, for everybody who is here, if you want to chat, chat's open. By all means, say hello. We need 4 more followers, guys, to make it for the end of September. 4. Let's get some followers, and then we need like 15 gazillion subs on the channel if you want to see this daily. Anyway, just saying. But yeah, followers, we need 4. We'd like to get them this week. We're playing a little biomutant. If you hadn't played it yet, I am playing on easy mode so you can see what's going on. I did switch my gun so I could do this. And it looks like on easy mode I have unlimited bullets. So, just saying. You'll play on hard mode because you guys are gamers and I am not.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Very good. I hope you can all read that. Special powers at any time. So you should be able to go up to these guys. I just jumped on the chain. I didn't interact with it like you do at the doors. So at the doors you have to press triangle. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. And don't play on full brightness. I had it set to full brightness. It was just washed out. Most games you set on the full brightness, excuse me. And you get to see the full game. It's not all dark and gloomy like it normally is, but and you will heal up. But if you're in the middle of a battle, you can press and add like a stim and heal yourself. So for those of you who haven't watched the show before, I am J-Man Weird. We are Take20 D&D here. And we play Dungeons & Dragons usually, but as life would happen, all of that got taken away from me. And our guys had life step in the way, I guess. And they don't want to do it, so... And that's the way it is. So
built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So, anywho, I like the colors I chose. My guy looks pretty badass. So, anyway, the long and short of it is, we never did get to finish our first campaign or our second campaign because life stepped in the way, and that happens, guys. It's the way it is. But we're looking to hopefully get back to some D&D here on the channel. Okay, found a puzzle. I don't get it, so...
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Start the raid later. Rotate each of the nodes so that the colors match each other. Well, there you go. There you go. You gotta toggle between them.
There are few
that makes
records
sense.
of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world.
And
Their
this is how
rare
corporations
earth
deal
mining
with
and nuclear
all of
industries
us.
generated tons of waste, and without
This is the way
consideration
corporations
for the future,
control
they
governments,
dumped it all
politicians,
in landfills
and make them
until they
do
ran
stuff
out of
that
space.
you don't want to do.
That's when they made the
Like
big mistake. They began dumping the
those
toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
There's nothing wrong, and now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with drilling for oil. There's nothing wrong with getting coal out of the ground. There's nothing wrong with using gas in your car. The thing is, we have to be more responsible about it. Yeah, it is a very propagandist game, just so y'all know. But we still have to have oil because you still want things, certain things in your life, like computers.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Well, solar it's not it's not the end-all be-all. It
It's
does a
going to
great
take a
many
bit of
things.
puzzling to
Don't
short-circuit
get
the
you
door.
ever get me wrong. Solar will do a great many things, but it can never be the end-all be-all. So, oh, we got to rotate these. Rotate each so the colors match the ends. Well, they're matching already. There we go.
There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Let's not. Let's collect all the stuff. Where's all the stuff? There's so many shinies. New friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is the child could have been anyone. But the evil it had fled had left a mark. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Moomer and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Moomer's disciples divided and
source for
formed
energy with
tribes as
how
a
much
reaction
it
to
has
the
to
blight
take up,
that had
just like the
fallen
wind.
upon the land.
Exactly.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life,
There's nothing
no
wrong
one
with
would have
solar and wind
survived.
power.
He hopes you at least remember
But
the
here's
tree.
one for you. If you want electric vehicles, then let's power them solely with solar and wind power generators. When we go to plug them in, let's let those stations be solar and wind power. Right? Because then you take away from the grid when you power those stations with stations that are coal powered or nuclear fired. Now don't get me wrong, I don't like nuclear power energy, and I'll tell you why. You got to store those spent rods somewhere. Right? Not good. Eventually you're going to run out of space for that. Eventually they're going to leak. Eventually it's going to cause a bigger problem. This is why I don't like nuclear power. Do I like it because it burns clean energy? Yes, but the waste that it produces is worse than the waste from coal energy, which is just ash, which you can put back in the ground. Right back in the hole you dug it out of. I know, I've been in coal for 20 years. That's why I say with nuclear, since they've been making it so you can spend those rods. So, I don't know. I've been doing coal for 20 years. I've been in the coal industry for 20 years in mining, and I just know you can scrub 98% of all the CO2 out of coal now, and you can sell the CO2 back to the oil and gas industry. And oil and gas is a lot cleaner than it was 20 years ago. It's a lot cleaner than what it was. So. Yeah, you can. There's some don't get me wrong. I'm not all up on the technology of how to get rid of the rods properly, but I know there are some things you can do to spend those rods now. This looks like a very young me.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make... You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings.
What part of I don't care if they're sensitive beings?
You handle that net like you've never done any. One day, he hoped, but today... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only for our villages.
Oh
one
my
day,
gosh.
the land, he says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family
coffee is
live
good.
or not.
But you know what? Next weekend we won't have any shows because I will be away from Thursday to Sunday. But we should be back live Monday. This time next week.
Part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now He's afraid it might be in
And I'm only
vain.
playing this game
The tree
because I
started
didn't want to play
die
any of
when
those
the
other
end
ones.
of
And
days
this has got
began,
sword stuff
and
and
it wasn't long
beating
after
people
that
up.
that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World
But
Eaters'
if you
DNA
understand
into overdrive.
all of this stuff that's going on, like these games and stuff like that, and what happens in movies,
His friend Gizmo is working on a mech.
what you have to understand is
defeating the
the demonic forces that control this world today have to show us what they're doing. So they use these games to show us what they want to do or what they are doing currently doing.
The surface at the end
So
of the northwest route.
they have to reveal themselves and all of their plans physically.
Nocco has
It's
tamed
just
the
a
midget
it's just
and is
a
preparing to
law
take on the
that they have to
hoof
follow.
at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done
they
with
are.
the Goo Glide.
You can just, if you have PlayStation Plus, you can download them. I know I could play it. I could stream play it.
Says his friends are gearing
I can
up
play it
to
on
stop
stream.
the World Eaters.
But
There's
what I'm
one
going to
at the
see
end of
is
each
if I
route.
can
The road
download it.
ahead
If
won't
you're
be
interested
easy,
in me playing
but
it,
he's
I will see if I
counting
can
on your
download it.
support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die.
PS
if
Plus,
the tree
PS Now.
isn't saved.
And I have the big
Regardless,
package
you'll
on
meet again
PS.
once
I
you've
just
saved your
decided to
part
get
in
it
the
this year
tribe
and
war and the situation
get
with
some
the
free
World
games.
Eaters.
And you got to understand who actually paid for this was Draconis Firebrand. So, our good friend Jeremy. Yeah, I've played them all. I've actually played them all. Now I've played the one with the girl, so... Alright, thanks, old timer.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Oh, was a? Okay. Because it said full game when I downloaded it, so... But yeah, I suppose if I go to the PlayStation Store, I can download the actual
tree
game.
Of life is dying.
It's not an
days
issue.
Are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world.
The only thing is, I don't really like buying games I've played already. Biomutant, and I've never played Biomutant, so I paid too much for it, but whatever. It's pretty... Second Son. It wasn't the greatest.
A signpost.
I still
maps
played it
for the
though.
Cartographically challenged.
Only because I enjoyed the first one so much. I also downloaded
Let's see.
Drake's Complete Collection, which I was going to do after I play this. And that was free. Fast travel to signposts. Nice. I can open a map anytime. Nice. So, place waypoint. Drake's, you think they're pretty linear? Is that what you're saying? Oh, look at this dude. He wants wants to play.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
No, not really. Look at all these guys are from
It's
like
a bridge.
Europe.
Just get over it.
I only went on the bridge because it just made sense. This is a pretty big open world game.
They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
These all go to the same place.
All fired up.
Guess I went past the village.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Uncharted, yeah. Yeah, this game does look nice, but it's giving off a pretty ugly message
He worries
overall.
there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what
I'm
your
imagining
connection
when
is
I
to
play
this
games
place,
like this,
but
I don't
something
imagine them
tells
being
him you've
Earth.
stayed
I imagine them
true
being
to
some
your
faraway
heart.
world and a different
Anyway, he needs
fantasy.
help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that.
Ah, that's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light?
Not as much as it...
Always make...
And you're...
I don't want to listen to that all the time. Do you? No, nobody does. I like looking
There's
badass.
Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all
At least
the
the
same.
angel is kicking the demon's rump. Yep. They
The
flagged
Jagni
rump.
tribe only ever had one conviction, to
Hey,
bring
get
balance to the
lo-
world by
what a
wiping out
loser.
the weak.
I gotta
They believe a cleansing is necessary
Rump.
to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track
Angels
of
on
what
your
you need
shoulder
to
isn't
do.
meek. Angels on your shoulders, absolutely badass strength. Because when we as human race just give up to the Lord, that's when he can use us. That's when he can use us. He can't use us if we're strong in ourselves. Why? Because he can't use hot-headed, prideful people. Because we can't let that, we won't let him. If we're like that, we won't let him. That's just who we are.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the
Yeah,
motor
they
bridge.
seem to be
What will it
cowards,
be?
yeah. Oh, I have some psi points. Okay. Go to what? Mutations. Oh, that one's pretty good. But I wanna light these up.
Your key energy is too low.
I don't know who these guys were, but I took them all out. Both sides. Probably two of the competing factions. dice. Oh, did I level up? I did. So we're gonna go with
You can take it.
that. Oh. All right. There we go. This is a nice looking game, albeit it didn't really get any good. It didn't get good reviews. I'm only playing it because it looks like a nice game. Oh, here, we're gonna
Better
fight this.
beware, that's a mump up ahead. They
That's
were
fine.
hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
You can go a lot of places here. I'm really kind of impressed. No, can't get up there. Got a pole.
Let's see.
should have gone the other way. There's nothing to collect in these places. That's become painfully obvious. Oh. I died. Wow. He's not a swimmer. And rats can usually swim for quite a while. So I do hope whoever's watching is enjoying this. I don't know who you are. I just know that our good friend Reverend Master is here. Says there's a few others here, but I don't know which ones are which. Is there any way where we could get a boat? Nope. We gotta find another way around, I guess. That's odd. Let's check the map. We might be able to cross there. No, that's this spot here. We'd have to find a way to get up here. No, that's not happening. And then this is the spot here. Oh, I forgot there's a level up. So...
All the health.
No, it's not like Horizon, where you can just jump on the rocks and go. No, that ain't gonna happen. The gameplay is pretty good. Like actually playing the game, the control feels pretty good. Here we go.
Your reserves are tapped. Put an end to them. Hack and slash.
so I can pick. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm going the right way now. Just had to go back a little ways and find the crossroad.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says everyone wants to see the seafood. You're in luck, though, as his schedule just opened up.
That's why I got luck the first thing. I knew it was going to come into play somewhere. Boy, oh boy, I love this coffee. I guess we're playing for 2 hours today. Did I not choose English?
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
That's like the only way to make the world a better place is if everybody accepts
and
Christ into their
introduces
heart.
himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on the
It's like
crusade
Sim
crossing
speak.
the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
Ah.
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Wang Fu. My Muma?
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor. And with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first.
Workday Siberia? I didn't know Workday. They used Workday in Siberia. I wonder if Phil still does the commercials.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Oh, see? They need to take control of these outposts. So I'm basically being... He
says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid.
This is
Your
I have
fate cannot
picked
be taken from you.
Brandon's
Claim the
side.
rival
I'm on
outposts
the Brandon
and
side.
earn
I'm doing the
right
Brandon
to
work.
Wield the tribe weapon.
I call it the
Once
Brandon
you've
work
dealt
because it's
with
the
the
work of
rival's
Soros and
outposts, you'll
the
challenge
Rockefellers and
their
the Rothschilds
seafood
and
to
all of
unite their
those
tribe with
guys.
yours and let your kin
That's
share
the
land again.
tribe I've chosen.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway,
Yeah.
the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Okay.
You have things to do, places to go to.
There you go. The Bridge of Spirits supposedly coming to the PS5 this month. Yikes. I'm off.
Says you should take it easy.
Well, did I ever go the wrong way? Alrighty. Yeah, so folks, if you haven't followed us on the channel here, go ahead and press follow. And know that we have uploaded new videos to YouTube today of all of our past broadcasts. I can fast travel to my village. I should have gone and been on.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Not really. Honest, it's not.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Yeah. We got lots of story here, guys.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, eh? There's Goop.
Here's
Looks like
someone who takes each day as it comes.
What a mutant.
Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
Throw him in. I can jump out of the water.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown. But you need practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Mooma's pretty badass. They look like, you know what they look like? Ratchet. They all look like Ratchet.
You know you can't make up for lost time. You
Yes,
should know,
grandmother.
Practice makes... She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good.
I gotta go train.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment.
I'm not, but I'm just trying
You
to
should
get
look
through
for
this
things that
game
are
easily. Dig through the garbage.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You'll continue to build on the basics. Talent will only take you so far. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs...
Gotta follow Grandma.
They look determined. Better watch out. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass.
Okay.
He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
What the? What the hell?
She asks if you're hurt.
What the hell?
What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow. The most important, it's time to focus.
What the hell? They take my little toy away from me. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept response. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle.
This really is a children's game.
He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what... Your Mooma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Yeah, this is all very...
catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Nice.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You should think of it as watching over you when she can't.
Surveillance.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
She's trying to gaslight me now.
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
There you go. Muma the Great Lib knows best. Guys, what the heck is
Nothing
this?
could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Why is he setting my world on fire?
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
Why am I not running?
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Why is he not?
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must... Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
I'd have eaten that little bugger. If I was him.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
No, I died. So I guess I was supposed to go back to Muma. And get clingy on her. This guy's gonna come now. 3, 2. This will happen again. Muma's gonna die. She got knocked the fudge out.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
We just let Muma die.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not
typical.
lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost,
That was
the
all in a
only thing
moment.
that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
And for me, I'm going to move on too. I'm going to get ready for work, and I'm going to go to work. If you'd like to see this show in its entirety, folks, don't forget to punch the subscribe button on Twitch. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe on YouTube. Go to the podcast on your favorite podcatcher. Listen to the podcast, the D&D podcasts. Go to our Patreon, and for $1, $1, you can watch our outtakes for the last 4 years. Actually, yeah, it's 4 years because we skipped a year because of that thing. Anyway, from all of us to all of you, have a wonderful week, and we should see you tomorrow. If we don't, y'all play nice. We'll see you again real soon. I'm J-Man Weird for all of us here at Take20 D&D. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, guys. God bless.